Welcome back. As part of Girls Aloud, our next guest is used to being one of 5, so Sarah Harding's latest role as one of 2 should feel like a holiday.
Yeah, but it's not as simple as it sounds. Sarah's playing one of 2 wives married to a bigamist husband. We're she's laughing now. It's your part. We're chatting to her in a moment, but first, last year, Sam Mann went behind the scenes and met a few of her co-stars.
This morning, take 1, action.
The film has a whole heap of trouble as devilish Danny Dyer has not 1 but 2 wives, and he has one big problem heading his way as they're about to come face to face.
I'm running back and forth across London to try to get these 2 wives not to meet. So this is complete slapstick and nuttiness.
The cast is brimming with the best of British talent, with so many legendary faces to spot.
I think so, yes.
Famous faces.
Absolutely, you certainly miss me if you blink.
You know, everywhere you turn, you go, oh, I know that boat, I know that boat.
And if you don't want to miss the boat on this Brit flick, you know what you've got to do.
It looks incredible. Welcome. It's lovely to see you, by the way. These cameo roles, let's talk about these first, because the list is extraordinary. So we saw lovely Maureen Lipman there, but you've got people like Christopher Biggins, Lionel Blair, Russ Abbott, Richard Bryars, Barry Cryer, Ray Winston, Rolf Harris, Cliff Richard, Andrew Sachs.
It's a long list.
There's a massive list. Really big.
So what were they all doing?
They just have little cameos. I mean, even Judi Dench you wouldn't necessarily recognise, but they all have little bit clips, and it's almost like Spot the Celeb.
So what was she? How were
you have to wait and see, see if you can. Because I think personally she's unrecognisable.
Really?
Yeah, but she
and did you get to meet them all, or were they in on other days?
Yeah, some of them were in on other days. I got to meet Andrew Sachs, who's lovely, and a few other people. I love June Whitfield.
Yes.
She's so sweet.
So how did this come about? Because obviously when you were girls, when it all took a bit of a break and you had a few years out, I mean, they all sort of went off and the girls all did different bits, solo careers, this, that and the other, but you seem to focus on the acting.
I know, everyone seems to think that I just want to like take off and be an actress and everything else. I love to act, don't get me wrong, but I love my music. I'm always going to love my music. I just, you know, it's in my blood. So what can I say? But,
well, we'll come to that in a minute, because you're actually going to get back together again and doing your tour. But as far as this is concerned, so your hiatus, this break that you had, meant that you got into this instead, and it's been very successful for you.
Yeah.
And this really is probably the biggest role so far, isn't it?
It's my first lead role, and do you know, like, the last time I came here to see you guys, I actually went for the casting.
Oh, did you?
Did you? Straight afterwards, and that's when I got the part.
So let's explain a bit of the story, because originally it was a set stage, and then it's being adapted for the big screen. Run for Your Wife, it's called. Now this is a story of John Smith.
Yes.
Who is Danny Dyer, and he's a cabbie, isn't he? He's a black cabbie, and he has got 2 wives. He's been happily married to both of them for 5 years. None of them know about each other. There's you, and you are... Where do you... You're Stephanie, you're in North London, you're in Finsbury. Then you've got Michelle, who's played by Denise Van Outen, and she's down in Stockwell. And all is ticking along very nicely. He's getting away with these parallel lives until he's involved in a mugging.
Yes.
Am I right?
And Judy plays parts in that.
Right.
So we got it out of you in the end.
But it is hilarious. It's very slapstick comedy, you know, one door opens, another one closes. Biggins and Lionel were hilarious. I mean, it was a laugh a minute on set, and Ray the director is absolutely... He's got so much energy. He was the first on set, last one to leave.
Didn't he tell you that acting was like singing, that you needed to...
He's always jigging around. I want to see you do it like this.
We can see that.
Yeah, like... Yeah, he's lovely. We called him Uncle Ray. really nice.
Looks like a right character.
Yeah, we had such a laugh making that, honestly.
So the premiere is tomorrow night, isn't it, in Leicester Square?
It is, yes.
How do you feel about that? Big
excited. Premiere. Yeah, it'd be nice to get the glad rags back.
And then you've got, as we said a moment ago, you've got the music, which is looming, because there is a... When does the tour start? It's the 21st, 22nd of February, isn't it, in Newcastle? Yeah,
we kick off in Newcastle on the 21st. We're still in rehearsals at the moment, so we're going straight off to rehearse after here.
Does it feel very different to last time out, and now you're back together again? I mean,
yeah,
you've all changed a lot, actually. You've all sort of gone on your own personal journeys in a way, so that must feel very different.
We've all kind of had our solo projects and other interests that we wanted to pursue. But it's Sorry.
You're watching yourself.
Yeah, no, I just saw that and oh my goodness. But yeah, no, we've all had our own things going on, but we've all come back. We've grown up a lot more now. So I mean, I think we're just a little bit more diplomatic and we have a lot more say.
We've spoken to, there's many bands who've, we've discussed this with, who've had a massive amount of fame, gone into meltdown, all fallen out, go off and do other things, come back and then suddenly realise, do you know what, we really should have enjoyed it a lot more than we did. We're older, we're wiser. You say, I think I read somewhere, you said you were less fiery and the whole thing is more honest.
Yeah, nowadays I think, yeah, definitely. I mean, back then we were a lot younger, we were known for sort of speaking our minds and I think that's why people liked us. But I mean, we still do, it's just that we're not so leery. Well, I don't know until I get back on that stage, but...
yeah, it could all change.
I love a good audience, but there you go.
And aren't you living in the country now? You've moved out of London and are you loving it? I mean, that must be quite a different way of life for you.
I love it, I really do love it. Don't get me wrong, I love to be in London. I moved back to London for a little while. But it's too fast-paced for me. I like to go home, just sort of chill out, get the fire on, and I've tweeted so many pictures of my dogs. It's ridiculous, yeah.
Got a vegetable patch?
Yeah, I do.
Really? And you're very rock and roll for a vegetable patch, aren't you?
I know. I don't know what's happened to me. But I also subscribe to the old country life. It's terrible. I know, I love to look at houses and things like that.
Oh, me too. I'm exactly the same. Good luck with the tour.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. And
I know.
Yeah,
how many dates is it? Is it 23?
20, I think 21 at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, God, we'll enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you.
Run for Your Wife, released nationwide on February the 14th. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's all right. Thanks for having me.